I love Eminem. I've been listening to him since 2003. He's the first artist that I really got into. Well, that's not true. I got into NSYNC in like 2000 or 2001, but Eminem is the first one that really touched me. And since then, I got into rock music and I became a big fan of Zeppelin and the Beatles, but nobody has meant as much to me as Eminem has. So, why is this? He spoke truthfully. Artists are supposed to convey the truth of their being, and that's what makes the art artistic rather than technical. In his first several albums, he poured all of his pain into the music. He talked about being poor, he talked about being bullied, about being beat up, about being a dad who couldn't support his kid, about all the problems he had when he was growing up, and he was extremely honest about it in ways that most people aren't. Um, he was so honest on these records to the point that he got sued by his mom for defamation. He got probably sued by his ex-wife. I think he said in his second album, "For every million I make, another relative sues." Families fighting and fussing over who's going to invite me to supper. All of a sudden, I got 90-some cousins. Hey, it's me. A half-brother and sister who never bothered to call me or see me until they saw me on TV. Now everybody's so happy and proud. I'm finally allowed to set foot in my girlfriend's house. Hey. His ability to take the truth of himself and put it in this form where the lyrics hit so nicely is what makes him so good. His willingness to go there. So my whole life, I've kept being told that the Marshall Mathers LP, his second major album, is his best, and I agree. I love that album. I, I I bought a censored version of it, which isn't as good as the uncensored, but I bought it and I listened to it over and over. It's very raw. It's very potent. And the way in which he expresses is just, he goes very deeply into his anger. And what's so good about it is that it's not false. That's why it touches people. I met a guy in California near LA. He was a white dude with blonde hair and a baggy t-shirt. And I'm like, "Hey, you look like Eminem." He's like, "Oh my God. Eminem has helped me do so many things." And he said that he'd been in and out of jail, he'd been on drugs, and the only thing that kept him going was Eminem. Because Eminem spoke to the truth of what life is like. And so that's the power. There's a song on the Marshall Mathers LP called Stan about a super fan who goes crazy in love with Eminem and is obsessed with him. And this is based on letters that M would receive. After his first album, he became a worldwide sensation. And he'd get all sorts of letters about people being like, "Hey, I relate with that. I feel you. Oh my God, no one has ever spoken about that type of stuff before. This is exactly how I feel." And the most touching line in Stan, I remember telling this to my friend in Argentina when we were walking in the park. And I wanted to make sure I got this line out because this line touched me. It's from Stan to Eminem in one of the letters he wrote in this fictional song. "See, everything you say is real, and I respect you because you tell it. My girlfriend's jealous because I talk about you 24/7. But she don't know you like I know you, Slim. No one does. She don't know what it was like for people like us growing up. You gotta call me, man. I'll be the biggest fan you ever lose. Sincerely yours, Stan. P.S. We should be together, too." See, everything you say is real, and I respect you because you tell it. So, the Marshall Mathers LP is really good. The Way I Am is a great song. It's a totally angry song, but again, honest. What else? The lyricism, the wordplay, it's raw and it's powerful. My favorite album by Eminem, though, is The Eminem Show. And I wouldn't logically say that. I say that because up till this day, I would have said it's the Marshall Mathers LP, but somewhere inside, I always knew that it wasn't. The Eminem Show touches me a little bit more. It's a little more studio produced. It's less raw. I think even when you play it on loudspeakers, like the bass and the words, like it doesn't hit as hard. it's a little bit more softer version of that last album. But I think I heard it first. I think I heard Without Me, and I think I heard Sing for the Moment and Superman and Haley's song, and it captured me. Something about the feel of it, I like it a little, although I know it's not technically as good. In the same way with Star Wars, my favorite Star Wars movie is The Empire Strikes Back, and it's the best Star Wars movie, and it's my favorite. But somehow, sometimes, when I really stop thinking about it and just feel, sometimes I feel my favorite Star Wars movie is the first. And there's no logical reason. Well, there are a lot of reasons, but it's something that I feel, you know? Vader, I find your lack of faith disturbing. Right? Obi-Wan, you must learn the ways of the Force. If you're to come with me to Alderaan. Well, Alderaan, I can't go with you to Alderaan. I got stuff to do here. You must do what you feel is right, of course. Just the whole thing, right? They let us go. That's the only way to explain the ease of our escape. Easy? You call that easy? Right? It's just some magic in it. Will somebody get this walking carpet out of my way? You came in that. You're braver than I thought. There's something about it. There's something about it. I've been waiting for you, Obi-Wan. We meet again at last. The circle is now complete. When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master. Only a master of evil, Darth. Okay, anyway. In that way, that's what the Eminem show is to me, right? Sometimes it feels like the world's on my shoulders. Everyone's leaning on me. Lines like that, right? At the end of Sing for the Moment. And maybe they'll admit it when we're gone. Just let our spirits live on through our lyrics that you hear in our songs. And check out this wordplay. Check out the rhyme, the intricacy of the rhyme scheme here. How many times he rhymes the word, the syllable E, right? I think it's like 12 within just a few lines. So the FCC won't let me be, or let me be me, so let me see. They try to shut me down on MTV, but it feels so empty without me. That's 3 different songs and 3 different complete feelings. Haley's song, the first one, just a love ballad to his daughter, 6-year-old daughter. Sing for the Moment, a song to humanity about, it's like a precursor to Lose Yourself. It's about, you know, lose yourself, seize the moment, you own it, you better never let it go. Sing for the moment, right? You know, dream until the dream comes true. Sing for the day, sing for the year. It's a song about coming out of pain and letting music help you do that. Without Me, it's a comical, junky, funny song. I don't know what to say. It's just a fun song. And again, expertly crafted. You listen to it, you just want to dance. Cleaning Out My Closet. I'm sorry, Mama. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry. But tonight, I'm cleaning out my closet. There's so much there. Say goodbye, Hollywood. If I could swallow a bottle of Tylenol, I would, and end it for good. Say goodbye to Hollywood. I probably should, because problems are piling all at once, and everything that bothers me, I've got it bottled up. How reflective is this of how so many people feel? You know, you can't trust what people display. You can't trust the calm mask. There's a lot going on inside of everybody. But, you know, when you're being polite, when you're out in society, you're normal. You're normal. And when Eminem does, he comes, he's like, he goes the fullest of every character he portrays. When he's angry, he goes fully, to the point that the opening lines I think of Cleaning Out My Closet are, have you ever been hated or discriminated against? I have. I've been protested and demonstrated against. So what makes Eminem so good is his, I mean, honestly, what makes Eminem so good is his truth, and it's a skill, it's a talent, it's something inborn within him. He wrote in one of his later songs, I forgot, but something like, my mind is wired this way. You know, he obsesses over words and over syllables and so forth. But what else? In 2002, he went to TRL, which is a MTV thing, and they were in Times Square. And I think, if my memory serves me right, the Times Square shut down because it got filled with people. All these people came just to see him, and he went to the window and just looked, and there's like the whole Times Square was full of people. The video for "Sing for the Moment" has this girl in it, and she's cheering, she's happy, and she's crying. She's crying. That's the power. That's the power of truth in music. I saw that also at a Paul McCartney concert, 2011. One sign, person holding up a sign, said, "Paul, I saw you in '64." Wait, no. I think I saw the sign at I went to see him in 2011 in Chicago, and a person held a sign and said, "Paul, I saw you in '64. 47 years later, I'm seeing you again." Now, in this video of Paul McCartney in 2011, somewhere else, the thumbnail of the video, even on YouTube, it's a guy, older guy, crying. The song is "All My Loving," one of their early songs. Nice song. And he's crying. What did that mean to him? What did this song meant to him over the decades? What did this set of songs mean over the decades? How many times have you heard it? And then to see Paul there playing all those songs. Seeing Paul was one of the highlights of my life. Seeing Roger Federer was too. I saw them both in 2011 at the US Open and in Chicago for Paul. Never seen Eminem. I probably won't because he doesn't tour, but Eminem. It was one of the blessings of my life to be able to hear him. That's the power of music. That's the power of truth. That's the power one person can have to impact and affect one other person. What can we do with our truth? If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. Please share with others who like it. I'm Jay Shaw. I hope you enjoyed spending this time with me.